Hi, hello everyone. We are live.
Hello.
How's everybody doing out there?
How's everyone doing?
What is cracking a lacking my internet?
I'm burning. It's hot.
It is
I'm
very
not gonna
hot.
lie to you. It
Oh
feels
my
terrible.
god. Take a shot every time Steph complains about the heat.
Yeah, everybody.
Do it!
It is that time of the year for the podcast where someone will always just complain about how hot it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's just going to be a fact of life. Give it about 4 or 6 weeks.
Give it like
hang
2
with
months.
us.
And
Bear with us.
By the time we get to September, it should be fine.
no, because October
Oh,
in
yeah,
our
that's
costumes, we're still fucking dying. Like this is until November or December, and then
Yo,
I'll
let's
complain
just
about how cold it is.
Let's just get real slutty this October so we're
Yeah.
not sweating our balls off.
Yeah. Let's do our first hot tub episode.
Except it's like an ice bath.
Ooh, ice bath
Hell yeah.
sounds good.
Hell yeah, Beck. Hot-tober.
I love it.
Hot-tober.
I love it.
Hot-tober.
Tottober.
Fuck yes. Make it a hashtag.
Hot-tober.
That's what we're calling it this year. I legit want to write that down.
Please do. Or maybe someone just clip this. Thoughttober. Hot-tober. This is a clip for later. Someone clip that.
This
Someone
is a
clip that.
clip to remind us later.
Anthony, record this, or what is it? Clip this now. You're listening, I think.
You know I don't know how to do things. Oh, are you not talking to me?
No,
She was talking
I'm
to
talking
future
to future
Anthony.
Anthony.
Oh.
Yeah, editor Anthony.
Listen,
Yeah.
Everybody
current
drink.
present Anthony don't know how to
Cheers.
do that. Future Anthony also don't know how to do that.
Okay.
All I have handy is highlighters.
Oh, look at you! I too have a notepad.
We know yours says Anthony goes last.
Anthony is always last with 4 underlines.
I'll be honest, now that you have that written down, I want to fuck it up.
No, because I always look at it.
As soon as you think I'm gonna zig, I want to zag. I like to be unpredictable. Hey, Jet, you're the best.
Thank
Hey,
you, Jen.
thank you, Jet.
My therapist and I have been working through me like trying to be more like
Wusa?
relaxed, you know. So she recommended I get a book, which I got called Zen as Fuck.
That sounds fun.
And how do I know that this book is for me?
About the fuck part.
Well, there's a lot of fuck. This book has got probably the most fucks I've ever read in my entire life. Let me find the thing.
Written by Samuel
Page. What's that?
Jackson. Written by Samuel Jackson.
Oh, that'd be great. Some bitch named Monica. Page 10 says Zen as fuck, and it says on page 11, who's your yas queen?
Well,
Now, is that a thing? Is that like a call and response to yourself in the mirror? Like, who's your yas queen?
No, it says think of one
Me.
person who has made your world just a little bit better. Write down the feeling they give you in 1 or 2 words.
So what
Yeah,
did you
so
write
who
down
is it?
about me?
I haven't done that one yet. And also I get to color in a narwhal. That's exciting.
Oh, that sounds fun.
But what I found funny today was it has a quote from The Rock. And anytime I get a quote from The Rock, I especially enjoy this.
Okay.
The quote from The Rock is, when you wake up to opportunity's door, don't knock on it. Kick that bitch in, smile, and introduce yourself. And that, I enjoyed.
and tell it you're welcome.
Yeah.
That's gonna be your mantra for the summer.
This one, be nice, asshole. This is a great book. You all should get one.
That sounds fun. I like it. I
You,
get a Zen
you could
book.
definitely use some Zen.
Yeah.
You calm yourself down.
Yeah. I shall look. I want to see.
Everybody get it? It's probably like It sounds like a $8.99 book on
That would have
Amazon.
been
$12.99.
14.
Okay.
14.
Yeah,
gonna say
14.
Is there a
That's
Kindle
fine.
version?
That looked
I
like
think it's
maybe
fine.
$9.99 tops.
Yeah, 99 would have been better, but 14's okay.
I've seen
Both y'all are cheap.
I've seen coloring books
Yeah.
for like $20. Like
Yeah,
that's
right?
that book is
Fuck
fine.
that.
Well, look, it's better than the other one I have to do, which is the Self-Compassion Workbook for OCD. Ooh.
Oh,
Dude,
I was
that
about
was
to
like a
ask, is it like a little
Oh,
workbook?
that was
thing where you
25
have-
bucks.
Do you have exercises and stuff?
Yep. You know, it's one of those like, when you feel like OCD is getting you, what do? You know, that kind of nonsense.
Oh man, I wouldn't
Been
know
out
how
of
to
control
answer
wildly.
I mean, I try to keep my OCD under wraps to a point, but you know, no one ever sees how many times I lock doors. So, you know, it is what it is.
As long
Gotta
as you
make
know
sure,
it's
though.
locked.
that. Ah, it's
That's all
okay.
that matters.
You're just
I
checking
mean,
again.
after the third, you would assume my body was like, yeah, it's good.
Nah.
It's not.
My old boss, she unknowingly called me out. It was like a Monday or Tuesday. She's like, "Hey, did you come to the office on some over the weekend?" And it had completely kind of skipped my brain. And I said no. She goes, "Oh, because the security kind of tripped and whatnot." And then about 5 minutes later, I realized, oh shit. And I had to go back and because she was concerned. We had break-ins at that office.
Yeah.
So I had to kind of
Yeah.
come back and explain I couldn't remember if I'd locked the door. So it ate at me for so long that I had to come back to
Dude,
work
that's the
and make
worst.
sure. And yeah, it was locked.
Well,
And it's not the first time I'd done it. I'd done it many times. That was just one of the times where she noticed.
yeah.
Yeah.
Better
No.
safe, you know?
That's me
Anthony,
and
I do that at
straighteners.
least once a month.
Like, what if you got there, door wide open? You know, it's just like, oh no.
There was, I think, one time where I hadn't locked the door. But of the hundreds of other times that I
I've
did
never-
lock the door, I got
I've
it
never
fixed.
done it, but Amy, she left the door unlocked twice. And ever
Oh, for
since
the
I knew
thing?
that, I was just like, well, then that's something I have to be very conscious of.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I'm like, I can't make that mistake.
When am I like that? I'm like that with my straightener. So if I leave in the morning and I'm about to go to work and I used my straightener, I cautiously make efforts of okay, I took it out. I know I took it out. I put it down. And as soon as I leave the bathroom and close the door, I'm like, did I take it out? And then I go back and check. And then I'll leave. And then on the car ride to work, I'm like, did I take it off? And then I'll sit there and I'll be like, do I take this chance? And it's like, no. And then I go back. Because I will not,
The house burns down,
I
somebody
will-
call you.
I will obsess over it unless I can confirm with a roommate, hey, can you just check? Did I unplug my straightener? And they're like, yeah, it's fine. And I'm like, okay, cool.
Do those devices don't come with they shut off
Auto
on their own?
shut-offs?
I thought they did, or is it maybe the more expensive ones do that?
I don't know. I have the same Qi
That's $5 more.
from 07
Before timers
or
were
20
invented.
or 2013,
Before they had safety features.
2009. Yeah.
Steph, baby, I'm gonna need you to put one of those in your Amazon wish list.
No,
Make it
those
one of the
last
good ones for
forever.
Christmas.
Cheese lasts forever.
Did she say cheese?
Cheese.
CHI.
A cheese straightener.
Yeah, brand.
Those top tier.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Top
Top tier for me, unless you
For
got
you?
coarse hair and it's just hard to use.
Wow,
Mine's
we
super thin.
just say hair.
I thought that was a description. That is a
They
description.
do say coarse hair, yeah.
I'll take it.
Question: Do any of you have like little tricks you do when you do these weird things to try and remind yourself? For example, when I at my old office when I was locking the door. It's not really an issue anymore. But when I locked the door, I had to say out loud a random strange word or make a sound.
Makes sense.
Remember that I did it, because so many times blend into my brain and I can't remember, did I specifically, or am I remembering another time when I did it? So I would say, for some reason, different words combined with applesauce was like a go-to. Or sometimes I would just go, donuts. I would have to do something weird so it would stand out. And
I mean,
it's still not 100%. But
that's how I remember if I took my vitamins or not. I have to look at myself in the mirror and say something. So when I think about it, I associate it with, oh, I said that thing to myself.
Yeah.
Here's what we're supposed to do as crazy people with OCD issues. You're supposed to actually say what you're doing. So if you're locking the door, you say locked door.
I'm gonna lock
I feel
the
like
door
if I just
now.
did that,
Yeah.
then I would just be remembering all the other times I said it.
Fair enough, but that's
Yeah.
just saying what the professionals say.
Yeah. Okay.
But if you want to say applesauce really loud,
It's not really loud. It's
I mean,
to
say it.
myself, it's out loud.
Say it under your breath. We don't want to think you got crazy.
Sometimes it's pineapples.
I either have to make alarms or I have to have someone physically witness I have something.
I've done the
Jordan.
physically witness.
Because I do that, and I did that recently at the hotel. Every time we left the hotel room, got your cell phone, got your wallet.
Yeah, she does
Yes.
check in with
Yeah,
everybody.
you got your everyone got their cell phones, everyone got
Yeah,
their
but
wallets,
everyone should
everyone
do
got
that,
their
though.
stuff. Let's go. You got your badge? Let's go.
Just good mom etiquette.
Yeah.
Jordan, having hung out with Steph the most, but speaking recently, how many alarms does she have?
She usually goes off of 3
Yeah.
Oh, that's
from
not
2 separate devices.
Yeah.
That's confusing.
And they argue with each other. And when I tell one to stop, sometimes
Just
the
being
other
more
one
confusing.
doesn't. So I repeat it twice. Then I tell her to shut up. When she
What are
doesn't
your
listen.
alarms for?
Waking up, or
Okay.
whatever I need to do. Like
Deaf
yesterday's
business.
yesterday's alarm was mom has a doctor's appointment. Wake up, mom has a doctor's appointment. I had
Wait, are you? I'm sorry. Are you making an alarm and putting in like the text for the alarm so you're customizing?
I can. I messed up
personalizing
yesterday
every
though.
Single one.
Remember, she sets alarms to remind her of costume ideas.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do weird timers. If I know, like example, I did this last week. So
6:27.
I had what did I have? I had ice cream in the freezer at work, and I didn't want to forget it over the weekend. So I didn't want to set the alarm at 5 because once it turns 5 o'clock, I would already be up getting, my other stuff, and I might forget about it on the way out. So I set the timer 5 minutes after because I knew I would have already been doing stuff, and I would have already started to walk, and then my alarm goes off that says, hey, your thing's in the freezer, and then I went back, and then I went back.
It's actually kind of really smart.
Yeah, I have to, time it. Because sometimes the exact time, it's like, oh yeah, I have to do that. Continues with what I'm doing. Because I can get to it after.
Yeah.
But I need a reminder of my reminder.
I mean, when you say it, it sounds really complicated.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's see.
She-
I mean,
she's
I've
now looking at her alarms.
Yeah.
I've got 2 alarms to wake up. One to kind of break whatever sleep I'm in, and then another to actually kind of wake up. And then I have 2 other alarms that used to have a purpose, but now just kind of tell me what time it is.
I have an alarm to let me know when I'm off work, because I will forget.
Oh, I don't forget that.
And then I start working for free, and it's just like, well, why am I working for free?
Yeah, I do a lot of alarms.
You sure do have a lot of alarms.
Look at her, she's just staring off, contemplating.
Yeah, because I know I do.
What has my life become? So
Yeah.
many alarms.
I have a lot of alarms, and I have a lot of calendar reminders of
That
like,
Can't
hey,
schedule very far into the future.
in exactly 30 days, Tifa needs her flea medicine.
Okay, that's a normal thing to schedule.
And then,
Okay.
you know, all those little alarms and stuff like that. Like, I would always, like, set little things or little reminders for me to reference stuff. Or I write stuff down. I take random notes. Yeah. I'm starting to learn that I might have, like, I don't know if it's OCD. I had a conversation about someone if I have OCD. I'm not sure. I just know I think
Possible.
too much.
You do think too much.
I think way too much, and then I get
We all
stressed out.
think too much out here.
Yeah.
That is the common symptom of our generation and below, like just
Yeah.
a product of what society has made us.
If I don't, another thing I'll do too is like, at work, if we have to like submit our timesheets and whatnot, I'll put a sticky note on my bag because I know I'm gonna grab my bag before I go that says, "Hey, submit." And I'm like, "Yeah, I gotta do that right now," and then I submit. I gotta place things in the right way for me to remember them. Like,
That's fair.
yeah.
We
Like-
we all out here with our coping mechanisms,
It's true.
just getting
Like-
us through the day and keeping us on track.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a good thing you have a system.
Yeah,
It works for me.
absolutely.
It might be chaotic for everyone else, but it works for me.
You do have a lot of like post-it note like things.
Yeah, I do, actually.
I respect a good. I respect a good post-it note. There is a line though. There is too many.
Yeah. I had a lot.
How'd
Good stuff.
how'd all your systems hold up over the weekend while you and Jordan reveled in the debauchery that is Sin City over the weekend?
Good?
We participated in zero debauchery.
Oh, yeah. No, we were good. It's a good time.
I was just making a transition.
Oh, yeah. No, it's
That's-
fine.
that's
I was
fair.
segueing to a new topic.
Weekend was real good. It was a good
It was a
time.
good weekend, yeah.
We absolutely did not go outside.
Great.
Because
I
it was
outside.
105, 106. I was like, yeah, no. We did one walk
To the car.
to the car to get my folding chair because if I got tired at the if I got
The show
tired
floor, yeah.
at the show floor, I just whipped that out and just sat down because I was like, I want to stand here. Wasn't the only one who did it. There was actually
There's
a lot of
there's a
people,
lot of people, yeah.
who had those same fold out chairs. Like it's the ones that it looks like a little
Yeah,
square.
collapse
it's
And you
Little
just
frisbee.
crank it like an accordion, and then you just post.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
showed it. You showed us.
That came in handy because there was a lot of just standing around.
Okay.
And
for context, Steph and I went to.
sorry, we went to EVO. What
Yes.
is EVO, Jordan?
The Evolution Fighting Series 2023. It's the largest fighting game tournament in North America. This year's EVO actually broke records. It is the largest. It was the largest esports event ever. They actually christened August 6th as EVO Day in Las Vegas, which is cool. Within the same presentation, they also said, "Oh yeah, we're moving. We're
Yeah.
moving EVO to July."
In the same exact sentence, they were like, "These days are officially EVO days. Next year's EVO 2024 is on July something." And I was like, "That's not the same day you presented. Why would you? Does July need numbers to go up? Like,
July belongs to Comic-Con. We don't need to stretch these nerds out this thin. If
Oh.
Leland was talking this weekend about how July is already like stretched thin for fun activities.
Yeah, like
Oh,
if Evo if Comic Con's on the same week as it was this year, then Evo would be exactly 1 week after Comic Con.
That's a
which I
lot.
feel like that's
That's a lot for
happened.
some of these nerds.
Yeah, it's happened before.
That's
And
happened
for the
before."
vendors.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it really
Yeah.
starts with the vendors.
Because that's a
Yeah.
whole chunk of the Comic-Con floor that's video games. Then you know those guys got to pack up and immediately go to Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Set up. They got no downtime.
Well, that's what I was
I-
saying last night. It was like Comic-Con, Midsummer Scream,
Yeah.
Tiki Oasis, Star Trek Convention, Evo, those were all in one weekend. Like,
Jeez.
there are so many weeks in a
Wow.
year. Choose another one. It's okay.
Yeah, I don't know
Like-
why they do that.
But at the same time, they're not expecting people to have multiple interests.
Every
Which is
year,
dumb.
so far, the last couple years, every time we went to Evo, at the convention floor next, like down the hall, it's always the Black
Yeah, the
Hat
Black Hat
convention,
convention.
the Hacker convention, and they're there. So far, the last 3 years we've gone, they've been there, and it's just like, oh, Evo, oh, hat convention, or the Black Hat convention. It's like, which
Yeah.
convention do you want to really be at?
Yeah.
This one.
Because that's funny, because Star Trek was the same this last weekend as well.
Oh, was it?
In Vegas?
Oh, yeah. It was at the,
Convention center again?
no, it was at the Bally's, which was
There's multiple.
very near where you guys are.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, look, we don't go outside,
Yeah,
so you'll never
no.
see uniforms walking around
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it's
no.
hot. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Right, Tifa?
Yeah,
But
it
you
was
go in
warm.
the Bally's at 7:00 at night. Oh, Captain Kirk's at the fucking bar with other Captain Kirks, and I'm not even talking Shatner. I'm just talking fat guys wearing a uniform.
Dude,
So,
so like this year when we were getting our badges to get in, there was like a really, really long line that went from like the show floor all the way to like where the food court is before the aquarium, or the shark aquarium
Yeah,
at
the Shark
Mandalay Bay.
Aquarium, yeah.
And when we got to that line, we got like right where the food court was, right? And then when we got out of that line and we went to go check out the Mandalay Aquarium, that line went further down to like,
It was almost a mile long.
yeah, it was almost a mile long. And then
Jesus.
Saturday morning opening, apparently that line supposedly went from the show floor all the way to the tram.
Literally opposite ends of the building.
Yeah, the tram station thing, like past the area we walked where we saw the riff rhythm,
rhythm
the riff
riffs.
rhythm area
and
that we were
riffs.
yeah, rhythm and riffs when we walked by that area when we were playing slots. It went way past there, and I was like, dude, thank God we didn't go there opening. Like, I'm fine just waiting and walking in. But yeah, no, there's a lot of people. It was visibly different how many people. I think at one point when I was walking through an aisle, it was like cattle herding, and I was like, this is real crazy for an artist alley.
At Evo.
Conventions
At
are
Evo.
are just waiting in line. It's
Yep.
30% waiting in line now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It got even more
It's a
crazier
lot more.
because, yeah, they said last year, what was it, 5,000 people?
Yeah, so last year, there was a total of 5,000 entrants in all of Evo. This year, there was 11,000.
For just,
11,000 total. 7,000 just for Street Fighter 6.
yeah.
And where the boy rank and all that?
I'm ranked 513th out of
500.
7,039 people.
Dude, that was so sick.
Yay.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That was a real sick moment.
Yeah, it was a really good time. I was not expecting to do well. I did way better than I thought I'd ever do. I made it out of day one of pools, which is cool. I've never done that before. Yeah, all in all, best Evo experience I've ever had.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And I managed to perfect a man on stage.
Oh, dude, that was
Yeah,
the
I was
funniest
just
thing.
about to bring that up. Yeah, that is. I mean, what a fucking like highlight to be seen on a large venue, like pulling off something that is like notable. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
you perfect a dude in a tournament at the biggest gaming event of the year,
Yeah.
in front of live people while streaming, all of that. What a fucking moment to
Yeah,
to
apparently
have.
there's like
Was-
32,000 people watching the stream at
Yeah.
the time too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Was that the
And they-
big guy at that time?
What?
Oh, like
of the photos, there's
you
a
were
couple
fighting that
photos of...
larger
Oh, yes.
gentleman.
Yeah.
Good. He just looked dirty. I don't
Oh,
know. He just.
no.
I
He was such a
like,
nice
"You look-"
guy.
It doesn't matter. I was like, he looks dirty and he's fighting my friend. So good.
Oh.
Take that man out.
Judgmental fuck.
It's like-
When
I
you
was
gonna
like-
get to the judgmental
finish
page of
him.
that Zen book? You need to skip ahead.
I am zen as fuck.
Yeah, dude. That one. Oh.
Jordan destroyed Fatty. I'm good.
Yeah, there was who is it? I forgot who I was watching. We weren't sure how it was gonna play out, and I didn't want to get too confident.
For what?
Like, well, watching like some of the people you were fighting, because I
Oh,
was
yeah.
just like, oh god, that's a real close call. Oh man, that sucks. They lost. There's a lot of emotions running there. Like,
Yeah.
Sure. It's heated.
yeah, dude. There was a guy that me and Jordan were watching. This guy was so upset. I felt so bad. Like, just the most upset face. Because basically how the tables are, it's like, what, 3 and 3?
2 and 2.
Oh, 2,
Yeah,
2,
there's
2,
4
2,
stations.
2, 2.
There's 4
Yeah.
stations per. There's four
Cool.
setups per station.
Yeah.
There we go.
Sure.
And then they have the one person who's doing the brackets. And
Yeah. The
I forgot what the terminology
not
is.
TO, the bracket
Goalkeeper?
person.
Yeah, they have a person that's just going
The
there. You
official.
tell them how many wins. They put you in the brackets and say who you have to fight.
Yeah.
But one guy we were watching, man, I didn't even see what was happening on screen, but I knew exactly what was happening.
He looked like this. Like
He was losing, and it was bad. Yeah, it started to get even more sour, and you knew a hit happened because he was just like, he kept like shaking his head when something happened, and I was like, oh god, man, he's so upset. You could see it. I was like, dude, this this is terrible. I'm sorry. Yeah, he was done, and then
These
he
people are invested.
he had
They
some
drain.
friend trying to pep talk him. He was
Yeah.
not having it. And this is all happening like 10 feet away. And I was like, dude, I feel for you. That sucks. I'm not competing.
Yeah, speaking of training and whatnot, like this is literally the 2nd month that Street Fighter 6 has been out. 8th month, depending on who you are, but for most people, this is the 2nd month that the game has been out, and the competition's already like this good and this like huge. It's such a cool time to be a fighting game fan.
Yeah. Overall, convention was good.
Yeah. This is
How
probably
did the
by far-
Sharks?
Oh, yeah, we'll get there. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, no, you're fine.
The first day we got to Vegas, we got our badges, and then we went to the Shark Reef Aquarium, which is in the Mandalay Bay Convention Center.
Which I've never been to, ever. So it was just like, hey, you want to look at the aquarium? And it's like, fuck it, let's go. It was a really nice
It's
aquarium.
a really nice aquarium.
It's
really
really
cool.
pretty in there.
They have a Komodo dragon.
Oh yeah, they had a lot of different animals.
That's
in there.
not a shark.
Yeah, it was not.
There were
yeah.
sharks eventually. You have to start out on land in the jungle, then
Yeah,
before
and then
you
you
go
go-
in, then
yeah.
you get underwater and all these.
You
things.
go through
Then
a
you're in
jungle.
then you're in
Is
a
that,
wrecked
the, is
ship.
that the thing that was closed for that private event when we went, or was that
Yeah.
something else?
I think that might be correct.
Was that?
No, because we were.
Well, we
were,
walked by it at night when it was closed.
We were at the Mirage
That
for
We-
LRC trip.
Oh yeah.
it was
okay.
we wanted to look. I wanted to go the dolphin thing
Yes, at the
Was
Mirage.
that
at
it?
the
Was it
Mirage.
dolphins?
Yeah,
Yes, the
and
dolphin
it
enclosure
and
at
it
the
wasn't.
Mirage.
Yeah, it wasn't open for us to look at. It was that was a private event.
Yeah,
Yeah. So we did that. The aquarium was really pretty.
it was.
Um.
Oh, then we had a VR like experience.
Oh yeah,
after
there
the
was a
aquarium.
VR experience in it. So
Uh,
basically,
We got to swim with the manta rays.
yeah, we sat in a room with the chairs that kind of look like the ones at the RPX theater.
Yeah.
And then it has like little handlebars like at the edge of the seat, but you actually put on like a VR headset, and then they obviously chose whatever thing we were watching. So we watched the
They put you on
Stingrays?
rails and you just kind of
Manta rays.
manta rays. We watched the manta rays.
Yeah.
and then it's like 360.
Yeah.
You could literally look around every now and then. If you turned around, you could see the camera guy holding the
Yeah.
stick. It was real funny. It was a good time.
Yeah.
We weren't expecting to do that, so it's kind of nice to just add that in with our
Yeah.
experience. We all had a good time.
It was wonderful.
Fish are huge and scary
They sure are.
and weird.
Like those weird jellyfish that look like mushrooms.
Oh, dude, the jellyfish exhibit thing. That
Yeah.
thing looks sick. It looked like little mushroom clouds, and then you could see like the little stingy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're little stingers.
Little stingy tendrils.
Yeah, it was. I like aquariums. Take me
But
to an
that's not a
aquarium. I'll
real
have a good
flower.
time.
All right, fuck them fish. We all have like a, at least like Leland and I think we have a very narrow idea of what Evo is, and it is just like a giant room of nerds playing games and fighting each other.
Exactly
but, like
that.
there's vendors and like Artist Alley and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like explain some of that so we can expand our
Yeah.
view on
So-
like what this experience is.
Yeah, so when you walk onto the Evo show floor, to your left, you'll see the arcade, where they have a bunch of like old school cabinets, some Japanese specific arcade cabinets and stuff, totally free to play. There's so much more this year than there was last year. It was amazing.
Dude, that shit was wild. They had
What year is it for Evo?
oh,
this
I don't
is
know.
like the
Double
was like
digit, right?
it's over 30 years old at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why do you feel maybe the sudden boom?
Street Fighter 6.
yeah.
It's 100% just Street Fighter 6.
Because the
Alright.
game makes it more
Accessible.
accessible to
Come on,
play
come on.
for
Blind
different
Warrior
people.
Sven
Oh,
bodied
yeah.
a dude on stage on stream at Evo, and it was amazing.
That was crazy. I was just like, wait, he's blind. How can he play? Because you would have to be able to see.
You don't have
He
to be able to see.
listens to the sound
Yeah.
effects.
Like
So this dude is blind.
Yeah,
yes,
this
he's
dude is
entirely
blind.
He was also blindfolded
Okay.
just to prove the point that he's blind.
Yeah.
But like in Street Fighter 6, there's just so many accessibility options. Like, if you're blind, you can set it so there's like it'll play chimes to let you know like how far away your opponent is, and depending on the attack they use, it has a different chime for when it hits or if it gets blocked. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really in depth. A lot of
fucking
people,
amazing.
yeah, a lot of people who are just training or whatever, like my sparring partner JJ, he came with us to Evo. Artificial ignorance. Shoutouts. Anyway, he uses that accessibility issue to help him like with timing for
Yeah.
getting combos down, and like it's all really like the training mode in Street Fighter 6 is the most robust training mode that's ever existed in a fighting game, and it's amazing.
It's
Right,
awesome.
Tifa?
Yeah. Was it so Jordan was in his pools and he beat the 3?
Yeah, so for day one of pools, it's basically if you win 4 times, you make it out of pools and into the next round. So I was lucky enough to beat 4 people in a row, so I got to stay in winners for day
Jordan?
1. Yes.
Jordan, don't be humble. How bad you wrecked some of them dudes?
Oh no, it was really bad. Like the first dude I fought, he used Zangief? Yeah, I fought 2 Geefs right at
Yeah.
the start. And this dude, like after I beat him, he's just like, "That move, it's an overhead, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, I was blocking up. I was like, "I don't know what to tell you, boy." Like he got hit by it 3 times in a row. I was like, "You're not blocking it." But yeah, like
Yeah, you dumbass.
it's like we were watching one of our buddies Zach play, and it was before his pool started, so he was just doing a casual match with someone in the area, and his opponent found out that his stick wasn't working, his controller wasn't working with the PS5 because he had the PS4 controller. By the way, Evo, real dumb that you used the PS5 version of Street Fighter 6 when vast majority of people use PS4. Anyway. So
Well, that just tells you how tone deaf they are. That they think everyone has a PS5.
no.
Or
like,
Sony's only providing them with PS5s because that's who
Yeah.
they want everyone to play
Yeah.
on.
yeah. Plus, it is kind of the best on PS5.
Yeah.
Sure, but there are a lot of people out there who still can't
Yeah,
get
who
one.
still can't
Yeah.
get one.
But
So to assume,
yeah, but there's
Yeah.
also so many other ways that you can use a PS4 stick on PS5. Getting a Brook converter, which those were also hard to get, but they had a renting program at Evo that I feel like should have been advertised way more. But anyway, so
So you got to use your own controllers.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you,
And
you
that
used
was interesting.
monstrosity
So
that-
many
that
people
you like so much.
brought so many things.
There-
We saw this
yeah.
guy. One guy I saw literally brought a cardboard box, and that cardboard box was filled with buttons. Apparently, there are button sets for different types of games,
Yeah.
which is fine. But it was just like, I also don't mind having 6 different controllers I use than having one
mean, that sounds
giant
like-
desk of a 6-portioned thing.
That sounds like a real kind of professional level. Like I've got a controller for every game or even every character I'm gonna play.
Yeah.
Like I'm specifically like trained, but also like utilizing technology to the best of your ability.
People were
like-
just doing shit for gimmicks too. One of the guys made a giant, just a really huge controller with like a lollipop big of a fucking ball thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, what the fuck? Wasn't it on like a little desk thing too?
Yeah, it was fully functional.
Yeah, and it worked. Yeah.
Who's out here trying to wreck shop on the Donkey Kong bongos?
Oh, man.
I would love to see someone do that because it's 100% doable.
So-
like
oh, go ahead.
we saw a dude who turned like the bottom part of an electric guitar
Yeah.
into
Into a controller.
into an all button controller.
Like this little swoop part, because
The body.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the body. Because I looked at it, it was just hanging on his side, and I was like, dude, it's a fucking guitar. What the fuck? Yeah. He made it into one.
And-
It worked.
If he didn't dress up as Spider-Punk, then he missed an opportunity.
He did not just with Spider-Punk. And to answer Jet's question, I use this guy here. His name is Fat Boy.
It's an ice
right
cream
there. It
sandwich.
says Fat Boy because it looks like an ice cream sandwich. You know, the sprinkles are on top. Yeah,
think it's
so
very
I use
adorable.
all button controllers.
You should make one that looks like a book.
I will eventually.
Okay.
I will eventually. For some reason, Anthony hates all button controllers. But I also picked up this Snack Box Micro Evo edition, the 2023 edition. It has the graffiti art, much like Street Fighter 6. I do also own the 2022 version, but I left that at home.
It's good to have a collection of things.
Oh yeah, so much so that I also
Here it comes.
picked up M-Press Nano, to this guy right here. So I picked the silver body and I went for a Christmas color. So green for the movement, red for the attacks.
I did have an idea that I saw when I was there.
So this guy though, they call it a nano because it is very, very thin
Oh,
compared to my snack box,
Yeah.
wow.
compared to Fat Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, so they had a teal one, and I was like, dude, I would do teal and then purple buttons and call it Wildberry Pop Tart because that's what it looked like. It looked like a fucking Pop Tart.
It did. Yeah.
So you could customize the color of your buttons when you ordered it.
Yeah, there was
So
like
they
an
built
option
it,
of
they built it right in front
yeah
of me.
they put it
Yeah.
together.
Nice.
They had it was like silver, red, green, blue, that really pretty teal color. And then like buttons were like purples, pinks, green, red, yellow. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very
It was a nice opportunity that you could do
Yeah.
that there.
It's really, really cool.
Yeah. Artist Alley there was, I don't know if it was bigger.
It was.
Okay, yeah, it was
Alley-
bigger.
Artist Alley is way bigger this year compared to last year. It's not on par with Comic Con,
Yeah.
but it was
Sure.
close to a.
WonderCon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. It's somewhere between a WonderCon and a Long Beach.
Okay.
Yeah.
There
So,
was a
it's a decent size.
Yeah, it was a good
Maybe-
size. There's a lot of things that were there.
Like
I saw
30
some of the artists
40 maybe.
that I
Yeah.
saw at Comic-Con over there too. Iron Pinky
cool.
was there. I follow him.
Yeah.
The otter loving person that I bought stuff last year from was there.
Did you just get
Oh
this
yeah,
one?
look at my cute little otter thing. I got another otter charm. You're not gonna be able to see it. Aw, you're not gonna see it.
Not too well.
No. Okay. But it's an otter eating a little fish and it's really adorable. And then I got a charm. I don't know where it, or I got a pin. I don't know where it is. But it's an otter. It's like a chubby otter eating a watermelon, and then it said watermelon, and I thought it was really
W
cute.
Otter.
Yeah, a watermelon, and I thought it was adorable. Lots of
That's on
cutesy
brand.
stuff. There was an artist that did a bunch of anime / video game people just with like massive tits, like just completely oversized and just all over the place. There was a stand of that. The super, I guess, risque or like hentai-ish risque
Etchy stuff.
ecchi booth had the longest line and sold out of so many things.
It's true. Shout out to Rake.
I think I walked around Artist Alley more than 15 times.
You sure did.
I kept going around in circles thinking about, is this the time where I'm gonna buy this? Am I gonna buy this yet? No, I'm gonna hold off. Then it's like, okay, if it's
You
there, I'm
didn't
gonna
get those
buy it.
Furby
It's
buckets?
sold out.
I'm a little disappointed you didn't get that Furby bucket hat.
Because I didn't want the Furby bucket hat. Honestly, when I saw that, the exact words that came out of my mouth as I was taking that picture was, oh my god, look at this Furby bucket hat. I'm gonna show Leland. He might hate it. Jordan goes, he might hate it. Did you hate it?
I told you should have got the white one.
Oh. But I'm not crazy on Furbies.
But also, yes, he hated it.
Hate is a strong word.
I
I
didn't.
don't care enough about it to hate.
Okay.
He's more zen
Look.
now, so.
I love it though.
Look,
It's great.
if you want to
Zenlin.
wear, it is Zenlin. If you want to wear a goddamn bucket hat,
No,
made
there
of
was a
fur.
bucket hat I wanted.
you do you.
They ran out. What? Oh, drink.
Drink time.
There was a Kirby one that I should have got.
Should have.
I should have fucking got
You
it.
really
It was
should've.
right there. And then I was like, no, I'll wait. I'll go back. And then it was gone. And I was like, it wasn't my time for it,
Bummer.
which is fine. Overall, great convention. Now, at nighttime, what happened was
talk about the nights.
So,
our other friend Anthony.
yeah, here's the thing.
There's Vegas Anthony.
You have other.
We've talked
What?
about this other Anthony.
Yes,
Yeah.
I continue to be upset about this.
So this other Anthony of that we've known for a really long time.
Yeah, a dude that I've known since 6th grade.
Yeah. So this other Anthony, we met up with him and he goes, "Oh, we should have dinner. I want to take you to like one of my favorite restaurants."
Before Evo, I hit him up because I like to, hit him up before we go to Vegas just because I like to hang out with him. I like to catch up with him, all these things. So this time, I hit him up before and like, oh yeah, let's get dinner after mine and JJ's pools and then, we'll just catch up and all that stuff. So he's like, all right, cool. So my pool started at 7 p.m. Saturday.
Yeah.
So by the time I got out of my pool, it was like around like 9 o'clock ish.
Yeah.
So Anthony's just like, all right, oh no, it was like 8 o'clock because our reservation was at 9:30.
Got it. Yeah. We had a reservation.
Yeah. So Anthony's just like, all right, cool. Let's chill a little bit, then we'll go to one of my restaurants. Now I read him say one of my restaurants.
Yeah, I took it as like, oh, this is a restaurant that I work at, and I was like, okay.
I took it as like, oh, this is one of the spots that that I can vouch for.
It's a
It's
favorite.
one of my spots that
Yeah,
I go
it's
to
my-
all
yeah.
the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, cool. This is gonna be great. So we go back up to our room. We were staying at the Mandalay Bay because it's just, I'm bougie.
Fuck yeah.
Anyway, so we I just changed my shirt or whatever, and then I'm like ready to go. I'm not expecting anything crazy because I'm just
Yeah,
here
it's
for a
just a
fighting game
chill-
tournament. I'm just wearing a Dragon Ball Z T-shirt. I'm wearing my J's as usual, and like it's whatever.
Anthony first said,
go-
I'll take you one of my restaurants, my treat. And I was like, okay, sounds good. Nothing crazy. This should be fine. Just a chill eat. We ended up going to
We
the...
went to the Hakkasan restaurant.
Yeah.
Now, Hakkasan is one of the flashier nightclubs in Las Vegas,
Yeah.
located in the MGM Grand.
Yes.
They just opened a restaurant recently. So that's below the actual nightclub. You have to ride an elevator to get up to the nightclub. And during this dinner is where we find out that my buddy Anthony, he's pretty well connected.
Yeah, dude. This shit is wild as fuck. Every time we did something, he knew someone. He was high-fiving, hugging.
Yes, Leland.
Yes.
Connected as in like he knows a lot of people, or he connected in the sense of like he knows a guy.
No, he has a lot of business relationships.
He knows a guy.
And he knows
Like-
that.
He knows a
Like
guy. He knows
business as
a
in,
girl.
like,
He knows
he owns
everyone.
a waste production plant.
Oh, no. This.
No, like he is like a operations manager for. I'm not gonna name
Yeah.
what it is.
It's just wild. Like, it's just really wild because I swear, everywhere we went, he knew someone and was greeting them. And, hey, what's up, man? What's up? And then, like, every person was just like, hey, yo, you're here. Oh, every fucking person. So
No,
you're just
but
watching
if-
this happening.
Yeah,
and then,
if you are working in Vegas, you know
Yeah.
other people in Vegas.
So-
that
Yeah.
makes common sense.
so I'm just thinking, like, oh, okay, this is just going to be a nice little, we'll do a little, I don't know, appetizers and just
Yeah.
nothing crazy. It's just fine. A few entrees here and there. We're not eating that much. It was only us three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, 4, including.
Oh yeah, it was only 4. So then we get into we get into the Hakkasan restaurant. When you first walk into that restaurant, it has that really pretty like long archway hallway
Like a
of just
floral archway.
floral flowers, which is very pretty, artsy. We sat down and it was just like, okay, order what you want. I don't know what to get and I wasn't that picky. So I was just like, just get a bunch of what you think is good. I will eat anything. It is fine. It was just a fucking
Yeah.
table full.
You can see the spread on my Instagram. I posted the
Oh,
picture
I
of
looked.
the food.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, this looks good.
There
It was
was
amazing.
yeah, there was that.
Steph has the video of the dessert though.
Oh yeah. No, but
Ooh, that
I forgot
dessert.
what we tried. What was the meat? It was like
It was the black pepper steak.
there was a black pepper
Ooh,
steak.
too spicy.
It wasn't that bad. I think you could have handled it.
Could've.
No, I'm pretty sure. They had that. I forgot what we ate. The little crispy
Oh, yeah,
ball things.
We got
Giggity.
like they weren't dumplings.
No, it wasn't a dumpling. I think I'll post a picture later, but it was some kind of like puffed pastry meat or something.
Puffed pastry.
Like
meat.
it kind of looked like a little
Pastry
wrapped
meat?
present with like this delicious thing in the inside.
They were like all kind of dumplings.
That one? You sure?
Like
Anyway,
the appetizer.
the one that came in the 3, the only the ones that we could eat.
Oh, that. Okay.
Yeah, it looked like
Uh,
I don't know how to explain it.
Yes. I don't know. How
Can
to
you
say
more
it.
accurately describe this pastry meat?
Like I don't know how to. If I show you a picture, maybe
You definitely have a picture of.
yeah,
It.
because it's hard to explain. This
All right,
is
everyone go blow up Steph's Instagram. Steph Noids.
this might not look appetizing, but it was delicious.
Hang on
I
one
believe you.
second. 1 second. 1 second.
Like what was it? There was I know there was like a salmon. There was a salmon dish we had. then there was noodles, and then, oh my god, the dessert. So, one, it was just like, oh, there's dessert.
Here's that thing that Seth was talking about. Actually, let me put this above.
I don't know
all
how to
this
explain it. I should have took a picture of the menu.
Yeah, we really, really should have done a lot of things.
I'll do it later.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know how to explain it. It's...
Yeah, so it was kind of like...
It looks like an edible tumbleweed.
Yes. Kind of, not necessarily a tempura Wellington, but that's kind of the idea, actually. There was meat on the inside. It was kind of like a pastry outside that was deep fried, and that's gold flakes on top. It was steaming hot. It was also very delicious.
Was that not the Haka basket?
No, we got the Haka. Wait, no. Did we get the Haka
Haka
basket?
basket.
No, we ended up getting that, yeah, but this thing is different. It's
okay.
Keep describing stuff.
Okay. I don't know. I'm really bad at describing it. Anyways, we had a bunch of different dumplings.
But it's fun.
But dessert. So first of all, we're about to,
Wagyu beef taro puff.
Wagyu beef taro puff.
What?
Yeah.
That
Wagyu's
sounds
good shit.
nuts.
Yeah, it was great.
The
In a
taro
wild mushroom
is,
sauce.
is surprising. Is a surprising choice.
Yeah, they did this thing with like even on the peppered steak, that crispy stuff in that picture, they kind of made like this little cage thing as like a design that like held the no, I don't know, the peppered stuff. And I don't know, it could be emergency. I don't know.
That's what I was showing you.
Yeah, but they had that thing, and it held. I don't know how to explain it. We kept breaking pieces off and eating it because it looked delicious. Sorry.
Her mouth is watering thinking about this food.
It was so good. Okay, so
Take that off.
anyways, so we're all done eating, and it's dessert time, and he brings out this big long display.
The waiter
brings out this long display. It has, I think, 5 different dishes.
Yes.
And it was very like, they tell you what it is. It was same I guess, like the server at Gordon Ramsay's, where like, they explain what you're eating, what is this, and all that. And it was very nice. Presentation was amazing. And like it kind of set up so it has the smoke that comes out, so it looked really bougie when he displayed it. It looked really, really nice.
A little dry ice for presentation.
Yeah. So one of the things was like a mango.
It was like
a mango meringue.
This thing. I'm also posting these pictures and a video in Pod Talk on the Discord.
Yeah, it's way
right
easier
now.
to describe that. Like one of them was like a mango meringue, and then they had the meringue go out in like little spikes that were just these little crunchy little bits. I don't know. It reminded me of like crispy marshmallows. If that makes sense.
Is their thing just making all food look like it got caught in the wind?
I don't know, dude. Some of this shit is. I'm looking at it again, and it's wild.
Things that sound like there is a very airy aesthetic to them.
We also got that other meringue thing that I've never had before, and it was delicious.
You having meringue?
I'm just there for the ride, baby. Like, I'm out there eating anything.
Yeah, he was willing to try all the different
It
things.
also wasn't like huge portions of it, so I could eat enough and not
little nibble. Yeah, just get a little taste.
There's like a mochi thing that's filled with like a peanut butter.
Oh, the chocolate peanut butter dumplings.
It was
so my
good.
god, those were so good. That one, vanilla infusion with caramelized peanuts. It was really good. That thing was bomb.
It was delicious.
Oh, the spiky lemon, that's what it was. It's a yuzu calamansi gel almond cake. And that's what that little spiky looking thing is on Pod Talk. And then the middle of that thing was essentially just a giant Ferrero Rocher.
Yes.
And we kept trying to get pieces, so we were getting the spoon and we were whacking it to kind of break it, because that shit was like, it was thick. Like, trying to break that shit was pretty hard. So good. Food was so good.
Anybody who is not on our Discord to see in the Pod Talk channel all these photos, hit us up. Link will be in the chat.
There's a thing, I forgot what it was called, but it looks like caviar. It's a lychee caviar.
Yeah, it's a lychee caviar, and the guy described it as, hey, when you take a spoon of this,
Make sure you go all the way down to the
make
bottom.
sure you go all the way down, because it's layered. That thing was bomb. It was so good.
Yeah, it was delicious. Like,
yeah, it was a good experience.
Again, it's like one of the best meals of my life. And then,
well, the thing is, Anthony, as it's coming out, Anthony goes, "Oh, yeah, this wasn't part of what I got, so I'm as surprised as you guys. This is real cool." He was really stoked to see all that. And, yeah, with him just knowing everyone, it was just funny because he would be like, "Oh, is so-and-so working?" And then it would just be like, "Oh, yeah, this, blah, blah, blah." And then he's like, "Huh, looks like they're having, like, a private event up there. That's our event room. I'm gonna go see who's over there." And it was the,
It was the creative director of Tekken.
yeah.
Harada-san himself.
And then they were having the launch.
Yeah, they were having Hakusan was having the private event for celebrating the launch of Tekken 8.
Yeah. So then,
just a Tekken 8 launch party in
yeah.
general.
So then Anthony was like, "If I could get us in, do you want to go?" And I was like, "I mean, I guess we're already here. That's fine. Will they let me go in what I was wearing? Because I was literally in just like a shirt and sweats. Like,
Sure.
Yeah.
he was like, he was talking to one of the guy friends. Is like, "Are any of you in like shorts, really?" And it was like, "No." And he was like, "Yeah, you're fine. Just go in." So then we went.
Sweat's cool. Shorts not cool.
Yeah. So then we went off to the side.
Well, because I mean, in a nightclub, it's dark, so
Yeah, I
if
don't
you're
know why
wearing
they always get so.
something that looks
Also-
like pants, that's fine.
Also, I don't like. I assume Steph is not wearing sweats like Leland and I have sweats. Steph, I assume
I was
you're
in
wearing
joggers.
yeah, like some
You're
kind of
wearing your
maybe
leggings,
like
your normal
leggings.
No, I was wearing
yeah.
my buttery joggers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You're
my
wearing
tie-dye
those
joggers. Yeah.
Jeff, do you even own a pair of jeans?
Yeah.
Don't say
do.
it like yeah.
I
Like
do
that's
have a
that's
pair
a
of
random
jeans.
question.
Yeah, no, I would have said it.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
I do.
When's the last time you wore your jeans?
When she wore her boots with the fur.
Yeah. And the whole club was looking at me. Remember?
Well, yeah, because you had the boots with the fur and the Reebok with the strap at the same
Yeah,
time.
I don't know how I wore both those shoes. It's kind of
She's
crazy.
Really Punky Brewstering it with like 1 and 1.
Yeah, no, so, what do you call it? So, we end up going to this bar, and...
We ended up going to the Hakusan.
Yeah, the Hakusan nightclub. And, it was a Tekken launch party.
All right, so you are getting in?
Yeah.
You're not
Yes.
diverting. Hell
Not-
yeah.
Yeah.
We're going
Yeah,
to
he
the
just
nightclub.
walked us over
Fuck
to
yeah.
security, talked to them, hugged a few people,
Gave it the
and then
bones, and then you were in.
and then we got in. And then after he got in,
My mic's washed off.
he disappeared for a little bit and then came back with Tekken 8 shirts to give us because he knew a guy. And then after walked away, talked to the bartender because he knows the bartender, and had a bunch of drink coupons. So we were there. He casually walked over to the DJ, talked to him, and then casually walked into Austin Creed, gave him a nice big hug, and then I looked at him and said, "I hugged you last year," because that's what I would fucking say. I was like, "I saw you last
He's
year." And
walking
I gave
away
you
like,
a hug.
great,
He's like, "Yeah."
great.
And then he walked away. Huh?
Very
That was the
quickly.
wrong shirt.
Oh, it's okay.
That's fine.
It's just a shirt that says
Yeah.
Tekken 8.
Either way,
yeah.
we have shirts that say Tekken 8 on it, and on the back it says Hakusan. So we're not lying about this.
Yeah, it was
Because
a good time.
all the bartenders were wearing that shirt.
Oh yeah, yeah. That one was. Oh, that was a good night. Oh, another thing too was just like like I said, every part of the hangout just seemed to be going even more like God, this is so wild. How do we
Escalating.
know you?
Yeah.
Like it's just like little things, like parking at Hakkasan VIP, walking through the
Yeah.
back entrance, and I was like, who the fuck are
walking
we?
through the VIP entrance. Like,
I was like, who are we with right now? This is crazy.
yeah, like afterwards, as we're leaving, I just turned to Anthony. I'm just like, do you realize how insane your life is? And he's like, it hasn't really hit me yet. He just kept on going.
Like,
It's a weird thing. Like, in my time in Austin, like, there's a fractional amount of like this that I experienced because I worked at several clubs. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
could just on any day walk into any of these like 5 clubs, and I
And be
knew
like-
a few people in there. And from the outside, it looks magical. But
yes.
for me, it's like, well, yeah, I work
it's
with
Tuesday.
these people. Yeah,
Yeah.
like and you start to become a little disillusioned by like this, like sometimes like, oh, this is kind of cool, like, you know, some circumstances, but most of the time it's like it almost doesn't even feel like a perk. It's
Yeah.
just, you know, like, oh, well, this is like if you met someone you knew at work. This is just what our work is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, but either way, it was just a really cool experience. Like, I'm eternally grateful to Anthony for like giving that to us.
You're
And
welcome.
it was, he kept saying like it was nothing. I'm just like I even gave him my credit. I'm like, please, at least if you pay for half. He's like, nah.
He was like,
I'm
yeah,
come
don't
on,
worry
dude.
about it. I was like, all
You're
right.
so good here.
And then it was like even the next day, it followed at the convention floor, because when we were walking around, it was just like, hey, what booth are you going to? Oh yeah, I have a friend over there. And then it was just like, hey, what do you want? Skip the line.
Yeah.
That line wrapped, and Jordan
Ah.
walked straight to the to the side.
Nice.
This girl grabbed everything. That was it. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Like Anthony's one of those dudes where it's just like anything I can ever do to make it up to him. I you know, like I want to give that man everything I have.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's very, very awesome.
Yeah. Overall, real good weekend. Super chill. I think starting Saturday night was when we were just like,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
you know what? Let's just start a marathon of Fast and the Furious, starting from 1. And that shit is batshit crazy. There's so much shit I forgot about.
Yeah, and we found out it's Fast and Furious, the 4th movie. That's when shit becomes
Real-
now
Yeah.
they're just superheroes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still haven't watched X yet. I'm waiting for it to
Oh,
be
you mean
free
the
somewhere.
best worst movie in the series?
Yeah, but I've also thought about like going back to 1 and watching all of them.
Oh,
'cause
1
that-
was like,
it's a trip.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen 1 the most probably, just because like it is just on sometimes.
Yeah.
And like they're all very watchable. Like it's a perfect like cable cut down to an hour and a half. Walking at any point, and you can just be like, all right,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll watch this from wherever I am forward.
Yeah.
Like I haven't missed anything really.
It's true.
yeah, the characters, like, when you think about it, too, the characters are kind of just like, oh, this is how you used to be. And then you've made all these changes, and now you're like, we kept joking about, what was that? Fuck, I'm losing my train of thought.
You're talking about Fast and Furious.
Yeah, no, it was the part where, like, I know we were laughing at something where I was just like, over the years, you look at, like, if you look at the most newest one, and then you look back to episode 1, I'm just like,
The difference in Vin Diesel.
oh, yeah, that too.
He makes
He
the
was
biggest
real
change.
small.
Yeah.
His head got bigger.
And he was actually
And
charismatic
his
in the
body
first
got
movie.
Metaphorically
huger.
and physically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We kept trying to figure out where the first part of the whole family really started, because I always thought it was the
The first movie.
the first movie
Not
at
really.
the end
not.
when they eat,
No.
and it's not. One person says family, but it's
But
not.
it's not the family.
But it's not
Yeah.
the family.
Like,
it's
it's
not
like
we're
4 or 5.
family.
Again, it only becomes the family in 4. Like,
Yeah.
when they become superheroes, that's when the family is a thing.
Yeah, we.
Imagine, like you're saying, like the difference between Dominic Toretto in 1 to 10, and everyone has like some change. Ludacris goes from a mechanic to a world-class hacker, and like
Oh
And
yeah,
kung
yeah,
fu
yeah, yeah,
artist.
and kung fu artist.
yeah, like I just wondered like just now, how weird would it have been to see like Brian? Like, what would Brian's like specialty or thing be?
I don't know. By episode 3, I was already just like, this movie got real serious.
It's what Tyrese becomes in 10.
Oh, you think? You
No.
think? You
Yeah.
think without Brian, Tyrese just like maybe falls back and Brian is the comedy?
No. So, small spoilers for Fast 10. But in Fast 10,
It's been
Roman
months.
Pierce is actually leading an operation.
Oh,
not,
is he?
Not Dom. Dom's not involved. This is Roman's operation. So they're giving Roman the more of a leader role.
Okay.
And that would have
I see what
100%
you're
have
saying.
been Brian instead. And
I see
Tyrese
what
would
you're
have
saying.
stayed the comic relief.
Okay.
So, yeah. But like, also the really sad thing is, Paul Walker was the fucking heart of the Fast movies. Like,
Yeah.
because, like, he genuine fan of cars, genuine fan of racing, all of these things, and the movies with him in it are infinitely better than the movies with him not in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just, to me at least.
Okay. Sure. No, yeah, of
Rewatch
course.
8, 9, and 10, and then rewatch 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Yeah, we got as far as, well, obviously we started with the first one, then we went Too Fast, Too Furious, then
Yeah.
after that we watched
Tokyo
Tokyo
Drift.
Drift, which was as ridiculous as I remember, and then we watched Fourth, and then I was
Yeah,
just
we
like,
watched
it got
Fast
real
and Furious,
serious.
where Dominic Toretto first displays his use of detective mode, and then never once ever uses that ability again.
Yeah, I didn't remember that part until Jordan said it, and then we were watching it happen, and I was like, oh, so he just went to the crime scene and put it all together
Just by seeing
by
skid
just
marks.
looking at the skid marks? Like,
He's
have
fucking
no
Batman.
idea.
yeah,
Yes,
that,
yes.
no, it really. He looks at the skid marks, and then it plays the car scene, and then what is it?
He sees Letty's car get flipped.
Yeah.
He sees her lying out of the car bleeding. He sees a man step out of the other car and then shoot a gun at her. Mind you, there's no bullet casing anywhere. There's no gunshot residue he can go off. He's just assuming, oh, this is when she gets shot.
Yeah,
And we all just
And
went,
that's,
yeah, okay.
That's why she lived, because she wasn't actually shot, and he's an idiot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then we find out that, oh no, the guy shot the car and the car exploded and it made Letty fly down a hill and lose her memory.
yeah.
when he just has to like walk down the hill, oh, there she is.
It's so stupid. Yeah, we got to 4. It was a good time. Good
Right on.
chill time.
Yeah. It's a good time, it's a good
Well-
trip. It was all fantastic.
Yeah.
It sounds great, and I'm delighted that you guys had such a good time, and it was
And
Yeah.
it was
and
even more than you expected.
yeah, and instead of buying a ticket to the arena to watch grand finals live, we just stayed in our room and just streamed it. And it was fantastic.
Oh yeah, that was
Oh
fun.
yeah.
We ordered
Keep the-
pizza. It was a chill time.
Yeah. Shout out to Galvez, Zach, and PJ. Thank you guys for hanging out with us at EVO.
Yeah, it was real good company.
Yeah.
Nice. Right on.
Real good vibes.
All right, so slipping from the Fast and Furious and some poor movies, let's jump back where we were last week in our brackets for best of the bombs, the best blockbuster movies that failed terribly.
Yeah.
I'm real curious to see what there is this time.
Well, we went through all of them.
I'm real
We went-
curious to see who's gonna be
The
against
matchups.
each other this
Yeah,
time.
and now we have the new matchups. Yeah.
Sorry, I burped again.
That didn't need to be on mic.
Oh, I forget how much you guys hear.
I didn't.
When
hear
you
anything.
talk.
Steph, your voice carries so far.
Well,
Did she say something mean?
No.
She burped again at the fan.
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
Right into Jordan's
that blew to my face.
Well, I mean, worse things have
Now
happened,
just
I
blow
guess.
at me.
Yeah.
And now, Jordan gets no.
melt.
Okay, first up is the 2015 Fantastic Four versus Riddick, The Chronicles of Riddick Part 2, the really bad one.
Fantastic Four for me.
Yes, for Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
I
And
go
for that
Riddick.
one scene where the Thing, where he jumps out of a plane and crushes a tank. Oh wait, that was just in the trailer, not in the actual movie.
Don't you hate when they do that? You're waiting for that scene. You'll be waiting your whole life. You'll never see it.
Whole life. Waiting for your whole life.
Yeah, you'll never see it.
I'm picking
Riddick is
Fantastic
dumb
Four.
as hell.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jordan. Go ahead, Jordan.
I'm picking Fantastic Four for the obvious reshoots, and you can see it in Kate Mara's wig.
Ooh.
I haven't seen
Riddick is a dumb as hell sci-fi movie, and when you've got that much money, you're always going to make something that's entertaining to me. And granted, Fantastic Four can be classified as sci-fi. It also had a lot of money, but overall, Fantastic Four falls real flat and dull to me often.
It is.
And at least Riddick kind of feels like it's stupid, but it's always stupidly kind of progressing and being active on screen. Even if it matters nothing to the story or plot, it's still dancing for me for its whole 90 minutes.
I've also never seen a single Riddick movie.
You're
None
okay.
of them?
None
Is
of
there
them.
are there any streaming?
I don't know. I've never watched them.
I'll go on this journey with you so we can have an opinion.
It's Pitch Black, Chronicles of Riddick,
And
the there's no Pitch Black 2.
no,
The
number
animated,
three,
and then
there was.
there's no Pitch Black 2.
No,
It's
you're thinking
I'm gonna
Escape from
punch
Butcher
you.
Bay, the video game.
They made an animated movie on that, which
Okay.
is considered canon. And then
Ooh.
the third movie,
Fever Pitch.
somewhere right now, Drew Barrymore and Jimmy Fallon both were like,
Dang it! What was that last Riddick movie called? Because I know it.
I googled Pitch
it
Black
was
too because I
called
thought it was funny.
Katie Sackhoff shows her boobies for absolutely no reason.
We're watching this movie.
The Halle Berry payday.
Yeah, it was very. Good for her. If she had a nice set of breasts. If she feels the need to show them, that's her business.
Oh.
But it really had nothing to do with that movie whatsoever.
It's
What's
like
wrong
that
with-
one scene in Star Trek Into Darkness when a new blonde girl's just like, what? And she's standing in her bikini, her bra and panties for no reason.
I mean, it's better than just straight up, Bo-Katan sitting there like, what? I'm changing. You're like, okay, and. Anyway, sorry, Steph, go ahead.
Oh no, it's just there's Pitch Black, then the Chronicles of Riddick, and then Riddick,
Oh, it's just called Riddick?
and then apparently there might be a Riddick Furia.
What?
Froyo? Is that what you said?
You mean 4?
Oh, Furia.
Furia.
Furia. Oh, yeah, because I think there were the Necrons, right? And I think a Furia was another type of space person.
It doesn't matter. I'm going to also pick Riddick for the fair fact that Fantastic Four does a very thing I just couldn't stand, is that the Thing is known for one saying, it's clobbering time, and it's kind of like his, flame on, Avengers Assemble, like it's his thing,
Yeah.
and they make it sad. When he's like, every
Yeah.
time my dad says it's clobbering time, I have to run and hide. I was like, I'm going to fucking pinch someone. And
dark.
I was like, that's not what this movie's about.
was very dark
You
for
just
no
made
reason.
this so
Right.
terrible.
Yeah.
I was
In
like,
Riddick?
it was one of those
No,
things where
it
you're
was
like, so did you
Fantastic
guys not ever
Oh.
read an FF comic? Like, so anyway, for that alone, it's a Riddick for me.
right, we're gonna
and
put us-
Riddick was also in the chat. At least one vote for Riddick.
Yeah, I didn't see nobody talking about Fantastic Four.
Yeah, no, it's probably gonna be Riddick. But
that's
I haven't seen the Riddick movies, so I can't vote for it
Okay,
in good
if
conscience.
you
Yeah, we
only
need
want
to
to
find
see
it.
the good one, then you just watch Pitch Black and you're done.
Yeah.
If you want to see what Vin Diesel thinks of himself,
Mm-hmm.
then you watch the other ones.
Then we
Yeah.
watch the other ones too. We're
And-
watching all
yeah,
of
we're
them.
watching
you,
all of them.
You get to start seeing the descend into I'm the greatest thing on the planet.
Bro, we watch Fast and Furious.
No, I agree. This is sci-fi though.
Yeah,
But the
bro,
Chronicles
we're
are
watching
also-
Fast and Furious.
I mean,
He's
it's
the
fair enough.
solo hero in Riddick, in the
But
Riddick
at
movie.
They
least
built a goddamn rocket car.
I mean, in Riddick, though, as a positive side note to Riddick, you get Carl Urban, Tandy Newton, and fucking what's the old lady?
Oh.
No, that's the third one. Jesus
see,
Christ,
what-
Anthony, I'm
what-
gonna need you to get your head out your ass on the Riddick Chronicles, okay?
What Chronicle starring Dane DeHaan and Michael B. Jordan?
Ugh.
And that third guy that I can never remember and no one ever does.
Oh, I forget.
Well, he never went anywhere, as far
Yeah.
as I believe, right?
He
Yeah.
survived.
All right, next up is Osmosis Jones
Yeah.
versus Wonder Woman 84.
Osmosis Jones.
I can't right now. This
Now,
nonsense.
do you go for Apex Predator,
I'm
or do
going
you
for
go for
Osmosis
Bill Murray
Jones.
eating an egg that was in a monkey's mouth?
That one.
Osmosis Jones is real fun. Actually, it's real gross, but it's really fun.
The
Yes,
only,
it is
the only
gross as
thing I
hell,
can really
Jet.
remember about Osmosis Jones is the cover. Like, it has been so
Yeah.
long. That movie is such a forgotten time. I have to go with Wonder Woman.
It's a buddy cop movie taking place inside
A body. Bill
a
I
human
know its
body.
concept.
Osmosis
I
Jones
just
is a
don't
white
remember
blood
watching
cell, and his partner is a
Tylenol pill?
is not an off-brand Tylenol pill. That's just
Acetaminophen.
yes, acetaminophen. The
Yeah.
guy.
The guy.
Look, it doesn't matter, Anthony. I'll
Call
choose
him
Wonder
AC.
Woman too, but everyone in the chat picked Osmosis Jones. It went through. Like, it doesn't matter.
'Cause
And the
I-
cartoon
we
spin-off was
lost.
good, Beck. It was good. I liked it.
There's an age in our chat right now that is like.
Is that what that is?
Osmosis hits them at the right.
I never saw it. I'm good.
Oh, you should see it.
Nope, I'm
it's
good.
fun.
It's
It was a
it's been
good time.
25 years. I doubt I'm gonna go back and go. You're right. You're
What
right.
if you do? What if you
A
do
buddy
whole
cop
month
month.
of buddy cop month?
Eh. All right.
Okay.
R.I.P.D. The Rest in Peace Department.
I like that movie.
Never seen it.
Tom Cruise's The Mummy.
I'm gonna watch
R.I.P.D..
Tom Cruise run.
R.I.P.D.
He's gonna outrun.
I'm gonna do it for Ryan Reynolds
A
and Jeff
sandstorm.
Bridges, the man with grapes in his mouth.
I'm. What is? What's his name?
Toner.
Oh, yeah, Toner.
Oh, he built this in a cave.
Just pretend you have grapes in your mouth. Have a deep voice. You're Jeff Bridges. So Toner, you wanna be an ironmonger too?
I go with the Mummy, honestly. I do enjoy both of them, but the Mummy touches on those universal monsters that are like in my DNA.
Yeah.
You know,
like
I have
Tom
a
Cruise.
confession.
Tails.
I haven't even seen the new Mummy. I just know
Yeah.
Tom Cruise runs, and I'm fine with that.
He runs in all his movies. That's
I
not-
know,
he
and
does.
it's so funny to watch.
There's two things
Yeah.
Tom Cruise does in every movie. One, run.
Runs.
Two, stand in the apple crate.
Stand on the apple crate, and he stares. He stares with like a smirk on his face, and it's always side view shots of him from the back.
That's his sex
I-
face.
Yeah.
I also will choose The Mummy because I legitimately enjoy parts of it.
Oh, okay.
It's
I'll have
not
to add
good.
that on my list.
I want to preference that.
Which
but
part?
That's fine.
The leg and thigh.
I mean, she is very pretty.
She is pretty.
That's
That double-
Sophia. Oh, the double eye thing.
That is fucked up to look at.
It's fucked up.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't want to look it up because I want to just experience
See
it.
where we could watch Tom Cruise's
Yeah, we're
The
gonna
Mummy.
watch The Mummy.
I'm pretty
I
sure
bet
that's
on,
probably.
like, Paramount.
Yeah, that's got to
Somewhere
be
there.
streaming somewhere.
Yeah.
If it's not streaming now, it will be in a month when Halloween kicks up.
I don't
Is
know.
it a new
like,
thing? New name?
No, it's like
Is it just
Oh,
The
no.
Mummy?
Yeah, the Mummy.
It's a Universal movie, so NBC, do you have
It's The
Peacock?
Mummy,
It
Tom
might be on
Cruise.
that.
The Mummy gave me.
the
Oh.
Mummy Tom Cruise. You have to
Oh,
put Tom
okay.
Cruise
That's what
in
I
there.
thought because it gave me Brendan Fraser.
Because that's the better movie.
that's
Yeah,
the
that's-
good Mummy.
So I
a
asked
good
which
Mummy.
mummy it is.
Same Mummy. Twice.
Okay, last on
Oh,
this side
yeah.
is Green
Crazy
Lantern
ass.
versus Dark Phoenix.
What is it? What's the first one?
Green Lantern versus Dark Phoenix. Jordan's already having a moment.
Dark Phoenix for me.
I mean, me too.
Am I fucking picking Dark Phoenix?
Yeah, I think I am too, honestly.
I don't think I even saw Green Lantern, but I know I watched Dark Phoenix, and I was like, if I had the choice of the two, even not seeing Green Lantern, I think I would just put Dark Phoenix in again.
I tried to watch Green Lantern. I think sometime within the last year or so. Like it'd been a while, and I'm like, all right, I got to give it another shot. We gotta check in on these things sometimes.
Oh man.
And I legit, I wasn't even falling asleep. I legit just turned it off. Like,
Yeah.
maybe halfway through.
You know,
It gets
Ron-
bad.
I couldn't care. I couldn't even like be distracted by it. I was averse to watching it.
I'm like, look, Dark Phoenix isn't good, but at least everybody in it is giving it a 100% acting.
It's true.
So at least you can watch it for like, well, they're giving it everything they've got. Like they're attempting to make what they were under the impression was a good movie.
There was that one scene where they're inside like they're fighting on the street, and they go inside the house, and then that's when Phoenix becomes dark.
Oh, you mean where Cyclops turns to Magneto and goes, "If you touch her, I'll fucking kill you."
Yeah.
And you're like, bro, he could kick your ass up and down this New York City street.
He can bend your ass
You are
backwards, and
nothing-
you're not even made of metal.
Yeah, like you were nothing but a fly to him. How about you shut the fuck up?
Yeah,
Slap the sunglasses off your face.
Dark Phoenix got 7% better on Rotten Tomatoes than The Mummy, and that's at 22%.
But
The Mummy was 14.
All right, keeping with those happy mutants, New Mutants versus the Lone Ranger.
The New Mutants.
Mutants.
New
Yeah,
Mutants.
New
All
Mutants.
I
day,
feel
every
like
day.
the New Mutants. I feel like I would watch that. I
Specifically
haven't
for
watched
Almond
it yet.
Taylor-Joy,
Almond Taylor-Joy.
because she plays the sister of Colossus.
I mean, it's a good third act.
It is. I kind of want to watch
it's
it
a
again.
confusing
I've
and
never
kind
seen
of
it,
middling first two acts. I would love to see the 5 different versions of this movie that exist.
Oh, for sure.
some out there.
Remember the first trailer where it's like, oh, this is a horror movie, and Maisie Williams is a
Yeah.
werewolf that kills everybody, and then that's not what it is at all.
And they pull back from that. I would love like a real good explanation of like the other movies that like this thing evolved through.
Yeah.
All right, Jupiter Ascending versus Black Adam.
Black Adam for me.
Tell him the
I'm
man
gonna
in
go-
black sent him.
I'm gonna go Black Adam.
Yeah, I guess
It-
Black Adam.
Like I said, there was a lot of distraction and a lot of things that I did not think were good things, but it was just like, it's still one of those movies where I'm just like, are we rooting for you?
Remember that scene where Black Adam shoots all the people, like the guy in the Western from the movie that Black Adam was not watching?
Which part was that?
At least Black Adam, like parts of the movie have like a self-awareness about it that
Yeah.
kind of like make you feel like okay, at least the editor knew what the
They were
joke was,
doing?
like what
Yeah.
was happening.
Yeah, all
You
the
know, like-
scenes without The Rock.
I will
Yeah,
say
The Rock doesn't know what movie he's in, but everyone else sort of does.
the best scene that The Rock was in Black Adam is when he opens up the pod and it's not the right guy, so he throws him, and then Dr. Fit's like, "Wait, we need to talk to the pilot to make sure to know what he knows." Then you see him fall in the background and goes, "He didn't make it." Like, that was the best scene that The Rock was in. Him killing a
Alright.
man.
Like
And
a
he's the
rock.
Gods of
hero.
Egypt.
I can't believe this movie made
Still
it.
want to watch it.
Well, it was up against Battleship Earth, so I mean, like,
Oh, then
yeah.
I would do God's
Or no,
Sake.
just Battleship. My bad. Even worse.
Or better.
Then yes, I will
Oh
still
my
go with
God!
Gods
Are
of
we gonna be
Egypt.
famous?
Gods
Thanks,
of
Warren.
Egypt.
Oh, long time.
Gods of
Make me
Egypt.
famous, baby.
Okay, so Gods of Egypt versus Pixar's The Good Dinosaur.
I never saw a
What
Good
a
Dinosaur.
matchup! I thought the Good Dinosaur got really good
You know what,
reviews.
though?
It did not.
At least
Really?
Good Dinosaur isn't whitewashing and culturally appropriating a fucking
Look,
entire era of history.
You're not wrong, and I'm going to say that you are not wrong. But it's not as funny as watching a bunch of people try to do accents from not their native language. It's
Ick, ick, ick.
I'm going Gods of Egypt because it is so terrible. I laugh my ass off.
Yeah,
I'm going.
also
I
good.
haven't seen either movie, but I want to watch Gods of Egypt more.
The Good Dinosaur is fine. It's just, it's about a family of dinosaurs that adopt a human cave boy,
Oh,
and then they
okay.
have to return them to his human family, and then a parent dies along the way because Disney.
That's what happens.
Animated movie.
Yes, like,
No parents
and that's
survive.
it. And Sam Elliott plays a Western
Yeah, I don't know what
Tyrannosaurus
that
Rex.
Oh,
I
Western
will pay
Sam
the
Elliott?
$4 to
Yeah,
buy
I know, right?
Gods of Egypt.
You can watch it. Yeah, sure.
All right,
I will
so
pay the
is he-
$10 to buy Gods of Egypt.
Ooh, no,
Bro,
you
go
give
to
it a.
Walmart, it's
No,
$3 in a
But then I
combo
can
pack.
own it forever.
Yeah, he'll own it forever digitally.
You will not own it forever. None of this is gonna last.
Bitch, do you
I'm
know who I
assuming
am?
Gods of Egypt is going forward.
Do you know how much money these cost?
I'm just saying digital. You don't. You never own the digital.
You know what?
Gods of
that's fair,
Egypt?
actually.
Oh, yeah.
I guess.
Gods of
I
Egypt.
guess it's Gods of Egypt.
All right.
How much is the Blu-ray for Gods of Egypt?
Oh, I don't know. I
Probably
looked at the
$9.99.
Blu-ray for the Good Dinosaur, and it went down to $6.99.
All right. Last on the list is John Carter of Mars
Snooze.
Okay.
versus Solo, the Han Solo story.
Oh, Solo.
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 Like, I'm gonna call it now. Solo wins this bracket.
Solo's going to the end.
I can't
It's
think
possible.
of another movie that would beat Solo.
Yeah.
No,
That's right,
looking
I'm-
on the other side, no, I feel that Solo will probably win. But we don't need to discuss that right now.
We just
That's
have to
next
go.
week's
We're gonna
topic.
go through it. We're gonna go through everything, and then we'll watch how it plays out.
So we're
But we
down
know.
to.
I know.
Are we
but-
down to 4?
Yes,
Yeah.
four brackets are left.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to save it for next week?
Yeah, give us something to do up top next week.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
All
fair
right. Well,
enough.
thank you. If you have enjoyed this ridiculous conversation, then please be following us on all of our social medias. We are on the Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Facebook, and you can find us by searching League of Ridiculous Conversations or at LORC Podcast. If you are not a member of our Discord, that shit is free, baby. Get on it. We've got a very active Discord, a lot of different channels. You can just swim in the meme pool all day and just delight in the entertainment provided there by Shane and
Cody.
who's yes, by Shane. Well, you didn't let me finish. Shane Dodd. Shane Dodd.
Shandod.
Shandod.
Shanalicious. You didn't let me finish. Wait till I'm done. Anyway, yes, the Discord is very active, and everyone on there is an absolute fucking rock star. Just amazing people. So check out that Discord for sure. If you would like more of this particular brand of bananas, then hit us up or find us here on Twitch. We are live every Tuesday for the podcast here, Thursday for Co-op Thursday, and Sunday for Community Day, where we bring everyone from that Discord community and we play large multiplayer games. And between that time, just if you see us on the street, give us a quick high five.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jordan and Steph,
Yes.
I would like to see a scissor paper rock to determine who goes first. Hands up higher.
Did I already? I closed my eyes, so I lost count.
1, 2, 3, go. Okay.
Nice.
Because I don't.
1, 2, 3.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, go.
Okay. Okay.
1, 2, 3, go.
Did I lose?
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
You can find me on most social media platforms at Jordan is a Bear. And soon I'll be returning to twitch.tv/Jordan is a Bear because I want to be doing a lot more fighting game stuff because EVO has reinvigorated the fire in my heart. I went on a 10-game win streak today. I want to keep going, baby.
More combat.
Road to master.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jordan's Bear, all the things. Steph?
You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch at Stephanoids. That's StephuhNoids. I post shit.
And other things. Tifa.
Thank you, Tifa. Who's next? Leland.
If you want to follow my art adventures on Leland Pierce Art or Pineapple Pierce on Instagram, that's where you can find me. Anthony?
And I simply exist on the internet at Spooky the 13th on Instagram, Twitter, and Threads. So until next week, I'm Anthony. In an alphabetical order we are.
I'm Jordan.
I'm Leland.
I'm Steph.
And this is Tifa.
And this is Tifa. Say hi, girl.
Still alphabetical order. And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye. Also,
Bye.
there's no nights. Bye.
Also, there's no nights. Bye.